the last session we are deriving, means we are observing how a bar magnet is equivalent to the solenoid. Okay. Now in today's class we are going to study dipole is placed in a uniform magnetic field. What is the external magnetic field and what is the torque acting on that dipole, and what is the time period of oscillations, and after that what is the energy stored in the dipole. Okay. Now see here, I consider a magnetic field. It is the external magnetic field. We know that external magnetic field lines are always from north pole to south pole, and it is the field B bar. In this field I place a magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole, good example is nothing but a compass needle. The compass needle is an example for the magnetic dipole. Now here I am representing with two colors. The red color represent north pole and the blue color represent the south pole. Here I place a dipole in a magnetic field. Okay. Now here I am going to write the dipole moment or magnetic moment. Here the magnetic moment or dipole moment is represented with the small m, and moment of inertia is nothing but capital I. Means when we place a dipole, it is taking the rotational motion. The rotational motion object is having the moment of inertia. That moment of inertia can be taken as I. Now here, whenever a dipole is placed in a magnetic field, first you should remember that when a dipole, electric dipole placed in a magnetic field, electric field, what happened? It experiences a torque. In the similar way, a magnetic dipole is placed in a magnetic field, it also experiences a torque. Due to that torque, this dipole is having certain oscillations. That is called, that oscillations is due to the torque. That torque can be called deflection torque. Here, deflection torque on the magnetic compass needle or dipole moment. Because when we place a compass needle or a dipole, magnetic dipole, then it takes certain oscillations. That oscillations are due to the deflection torque. Here deflection torque is represented with tau suffix d. What is the formula for torque? The torque is nothing but m bar cross v bar. This is the deflection torque. Here I am going to write the deflection torque. Tau d is equal to mb sin theta. It can be considered as equation 1. Here m is the magnetic dipole moment, b is the magnetic field where we place the dipole, and theta is the angle between magnetic field and dipole moment. Now here, after taking certain oscillations, the needle will come to the rest. That is due to the restoring torque. Here one torque is there. The torque is creating the oscillations in the magnetic needle to align a particular position. The final position of the magnetic needle is due to another torque. That torque can be called as a restoring torque. Here another torque is acting, that is known as restoring torque. The restoring torque tau r is equal to, we know that in rotational motion, what is the formula for torque? I into alpha. This is equation 2. So clearly observe, there are two torques. First torque is the causes oscillations in the magnetic dipole. That torque is known as the deflection torque, and another torque is used to oppose that deflection and stays or get the equilibrium position. To take the equilibrium position, we are going to use the torque can be taken as a restoring torque. Here deflection torque is mb sin theta and restoring torque is nothing but I into alpha. Now at equilibrium, what happened at equilibrium? The deflecting torque is equal to restoring torque. Here what is the deflecting torque? mb sin theta is equal to restoring torque is nothing but I into alpha. But here I take minus. The reason to take minus is the restoring torque and deflection torque always opposite to each other. Due to that reason, the magnetic dipole or magnetic needle is coming to a particular equilibrium position. Now from that we are going to take the deflection torque is minus mb sin theta and restoring torque can be taken as I into alpha. Here the deflection angle is very small. Here we are going to consider theta is very small. When theta is very small, we are going to write sin theta is almost equal to the theta. From that we are going to write it as minus mb sin theta can be written as theta is equal to I into what is alpha? Alpha is the angular acceleration. Here alpha is equal to d omega by dt, which is equal to d square theta by dt. Finally the alpha can be written as I into d square theta by dt square. Now from this equation, minus mb into theta equal to I into d square theta by dt square. Now I am going to write this equation as d square theta by dt square is equal to minus m into b by I into theta. See here, when we are observing this equation is representing the simple harmonic motion. This equation is similar to the simple harmonic motion. Here what is the simple harmonic motion equation? D square x by dt square is equal to minus omega square into x. By comparing these two equations, what we obtain, that is omega square is equal to m into b by I. m into b by I is equal to omega square. What is omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi f. F can be written as 1 by t. So omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Substituting here, this is 4 pi square by t square. Finally, what is the expression for magnetic field? External magnetic field when we place a dipole, that is B is equal to 4 pi square I by m into t square. So this is the expression of magnetic field which we place the magnetic dipole. Once again, see students, the derivation for the external magnetic field which we place the magnetic dipole. Here derivation is not important, but you have to remember this formula because this formula will give time period of oscillations. That is an important 2-mark question. Okay, so for that, see how we derive the external magnetic field which is placed, means where the dipole is placed. So here when a dipole is nothing but compass needle. When the compass needle is placed, when we place the compass needle, it is taking certain oscillations due to a torque. That torque can be called as a deflection torque, and after some time it is coming to a equilibrium position. For that, a torque can be helped. That torque can be called as a restoring torque. There is a deflection torque and there is a restoring torque. Both are acting opposite to each other. Then the needle will or compass needle will stay at a particular equilibrium position. Now that deflection torque is nothing but m into b sin theta, and restoring torque is nothing but I into alpha. At equilibrium, both torques are equal. That is tau d is equal to tau into tau r. But whereas both are opposite, so I am going to take here minus. So equating those, but where deflection is very small, so means whenever you are observing any electrical instrument, the deflection of the needle is very small. So the deflection angle can be taken as theta. Here theta is small, sin theta is also small. So we can write sin theta is almost equal to theta. Substituting here, we can get a equation, that is d square theta by dt square equal to minus mb by I into theta. This equation is similar to the simple harmonic motion equation. In the first year you have that simple harmonic motion. Once you remember that equation, that is d square x by dt square equal to minus omega square x. By comparing these two equations, we obtain the m into b by I is equal to omega square. Omega is the angular velocity, where omega can be written as 2 pi into f. F can be written as 1 by t. So omega is nothing but 2 pi by t. Substituting there, omega square is equal to 4 pi square by t square. Finally, the external magnetic field, where the dipole moment is placed, B is equal to 4 into pi square into I by m into t square. Now see the formula for time period of oscillations of a compass needle which is placed in a uniform magnetic field. This is important. 2 mark question. Very, very important. In previous, we derived when a compass needle placed in a magnetic field. What is the magnetic field? B is equal to formula 4 pi square I by m into, what is the formula we have taken? B is equal to 4 pi square I by m into t square. Here B is the external magnetic field where the magnetic dipole is placed or compass needle is placed. I is the moment of inertia of the magnetic dipole or compass needle. M is the magnetic dipole. T is the time period, because omega is equal to 2 pi into frequency. Frequency can be written as 1 by time period. Here this T represents time period of oscillations. Therefore, time period of oscillations is, take t square in LHS, t square is equal to 4 pi square I by m into b. That implies t is equal to, take square on that side, or otherwise take root on both sides. This is become t, and it is root to 4 pi square can be written as 2 pi into root I by m into b. This is the expression for the time period of oscillations of a dipole or compass needle which is placed in a uniform magnetic field. Here this is the formula. They are going to ask the question, write the expression for the compass write the expression for the time period of the oscillations of compass needle when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field, and indicate the terms also. Now the expression you have to write is T is equal to 2 pi root of I by mb. Now here I is nothing but moment of inertia, and m is the magnetic momentum or magnetic moment. B is the external magnetic field. Okay? So this is the expression for the time period of oscillations of a compass needle which is placed in a uniform magnetic field, and it is important 2 mark question. Next one is magnetic potential energy. First you have to remember electric potential energy. What is electric potential energy? It is the work done to move a charge from initial point to final point in an electric field. That is known as the electric potential energy. That is work done to move a charge from initial point to the final point in an electric field. In the similar way, here we take the electric field. In the electric field, we place the magnetic dipole. Now, we do a work to move the magnetic dipole from one position to other position. That is called as magnetic potential energy. That is, for example, here it is the magnetic field. In this magnetic field, we place a compass needle. Okay. Now, whenever we place a compass needle, on this compass needle a torque can be acting. Due to that torque, the compass needle is moving. Here we are going to do certain work. Due to that work, the compass needle is moving from or changing its position from initial position to certain final position. Okay. Here this is known as the angular displacement d theta. Now from this we are going to define the magnetic potential energy is work done to take the magnetic needle or compass needle from initial position to a final position in the given magnetic field. Here you know the formula for work done. Work done is equal to force into displacement. But whereas here work done, that work done is nothing but magnetic potential energy. We know that potential energy and work done both are same. Here the work done is nothing but torque into displacement. Here work done formula is nothing but force into displacement, but whereas this is the rotational motion, due to that torque is acting. So work done is equal to torque into tau d theta. Now the total work done is integral tau into d theta. Now here the potential energy is equal to integral. What is the torque acting on that dipole to get the deflection? The torque is nothing but m into b sin theta d theta. That is equal to m into b is the constant. Integral sin theta is nothing but minus cos theta. So here this is in the form of AB cos theta. AB cos theta can be written as A bar dot B bar. Finally, the magnetic potential energy is equal to minus m into B cos theta. This is equal to minus m bar dot B bar, which is similar to electric potential energy minus P bar dot E bar. There P is the electric dipole moment, E is the electric field. Here M is the magnetic dipole moment and B is the magnetic field. So this is the magnetic potential energy whenever a dipole is placed in a uniform magnetic field. We know work done is equal to force into displacement. Here work done is equal to torque into angular displacement. Torque for moving the dipole is nothing but mb sin theta. By substituting, we obtain that expression is equal to minus mb cos theta. mb sin theta is the torque, minus mb cos theta is the potential energy. Okay. Now see certain cases in the magnetic potential energy, when it is maximum, when it is minimum. Here we know what is the formula for magnetic potential energy. U is equal to minus mb cos theta. Here I am going to take first case. The magnetic field and dipole both are placed 90 degrees to each other. Here angle between these two can be taken as magnetic dipole and magnetic field is 90 degrees. So we are going to observe here the magnetic field potential energy is equal to minus mb into cos 90. What is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. Finally the magnetic potential energy is 0. Okay. Next, see this second case, and after we derive which is the maximum and which case is the minimum. Next one is here I am going to take first case is theta is equal to 90 degrees. In the theta equal to 90 degrees, what is the potential energy we obtain? That is 0. And you have to remember, external field lines are always from north pole to south pole, and red represent north pole and blue represent south pole. Here it is north, south. Here it is north and south. I can take right. Okay. Next, and the second case is when theta equal to 0 degrees, means this is the 90 degrees and it is making 0 degrees with the magnetic field. When theta equal to 0 degrees, now we see um is equal to minus mb cos 0 degrees. That is cos 0 is nothing but 1 minus m. Okay. Now this is 0 but it is minus mb. Minus mb means what happened here? That is very negative value. Whenever it is very negative value, this is the minimum potential energy. Okay, now the potential energy is minimum. You have to remember this point. One more question they are going to ask. When the magnetic potential energy is minimum, the magnetic potential energy is minimum when theta equal to 0 degrees. But in this position, what you observe? It is south pole is towards the external field of the north pole. North pole of the dipole is towards the south pole of the external field. Then the south pole attracted to this one, this north pole attracted to this one. Now this is called more stable position. When theta equal to 0 degrees, this is called more stable position. When theta equal to 0, magnetic potential energy is minimum and it is called more stable position. Now see the last case, when theta is equal to 180 degrees. When theta equal to 180 degrees, potential energy is equal to minus mb into cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. So this is plus mb. Plus mb means, here what is the potential energy? The potential energy when theta equal to 90 degrees is maximum. And see the position what you observe. North pole of the field and north pole of dipole both are like this, south pole and south pole like this. Repulsion can be takes place. When repulsion can be takes place, this position can be called as most unstable position. This position can be called as most unstable position. Okay, so now in this they are going to ask one more question, that is, what is the most stable position of the magnetic dipole? The most stable position of magnetic dipole is theta equal to 0 degrees. Most unstable position is theta equal to 180 degrees. And potential energy is minimum when theta equal to 0, their stable position. Theta equal to 180 degrees, this is the potential energy is maximum, but that is most unstable position. Okay. In the next session, we are going to see analogy between electric field and magnetic field, and after we discuss Gauss law in the magnetic field. Thank you.